From the WGLT Newsroom, I'm Lindsay Jones. The head of District 87 Schools is pushing for a 1% countywide sales tax to pay for school buildings and other district needs. Superintendent David Mauser says the tax would broaden the tax base and take stress off property taxpayers.
Facilities, safety and security, and then also the mental health components that we're required to do now. This could be a tool for us, and it's a way we can share that cost.
The tax would have some exceptions like groceries, over-the-counter drugs, and gas. If school districts across the county advance the proposal, voters could consider it in the April municipal election. Illinois lawmakers' 2-week fall session has come and gone with not a lot to show for it. Alex Stegman reports.
Analysts predicted that much of the legislature's unfinished business would get punted to January, and they were right. The Senate gave final passage to what's called the Dignity and Pay Act, eliminating the subminimum wage for workers with disabilities. But other matters, like Karina's bill, a ban on modified hemp products, and a so-called medical aid in dying measure were not considered. The State House and Senate are scheduled to come back to Springfield once more before this 2-year term ends for good. They'll have a lame duck session for a few days starting January 2nd, and the new General Assembly gets sworn in on the 8th. But House Republican leader Tony McCombie says there shouldn't be a lame duck session. In a statement, she said Democrats don't need more time to, quote, dream up harmful legislation. I'm Alex Stegman.
And climate change is affecting the migratory patterns of birds. Illinois State University biologist Pierman Nietlis-Bach says when birds leave a winter territory can affect the breeding cycle because the food supplies of seeds and insects might be different.
Birds tend to arrive earlier in spring and stay longer in fall in a certain area. It's especially pronounced for birds that don't migrate very far, those that winter in the southern United States.
For birds that migrate from South America, that trend is less pronounced. Nietlis-Bach is teaching a new course on how to identify the birds of Bloomington Normal, sponsored by the Grand Prairie Bird Alliance, a Central Illinois chapter of the National Audubon Society. It has 5 classroom sessions. I'm Lindsay Jones.